The Ice Princess.
Hail, Princess Eliza! What is this?
A small gift for you, dear princess. I am a weaver. Last year I had fallen very sick. I couldn't work at all. You had not only paid the expenses for my treatment, but you had also sent me helpers who took care of my work till I was well.
Ah, I remember now. Good to see you as well.
Thank you so much, princess. This is a silk shawl I wove especially for you to thank you.
It is beautiful. Thank you so much.
What a beautiful shawl.
Why does she get so much adoration from people? She is just a human. A frail, delicate human who knows no magic and can make no spells.
Huh. That must be because she's a princess. She has gold. She stays in a palace. No wonder people wag their little tails around her.
I wish we had a life like hers.
What is wrong with you, you good-for-nothings? I had sent you to collect spider webs, and you are gallivanting around, wasting time? Ebola, you have dinner to cook. And Dora, you have still not finished cleaning the spell room. I am tired of you, you useless fools. I will make sure you sleep outside in the cold at night if you don't finish all this work before the sun is down. All we ever get is scolding and punishment from our mother. And look at her. Princess Eliza. The world falls at her feet.
The poor witches did not realize that what made Eliza the beloved princess of her people was not her wealth or her palace, but rather her goodness.
How is he today?
He is much better, princess. In a few days, he will be fine.
The vet gave me this ointment. I shall apply it on his foot.
Princess, you could have called me to get the medicine. Why did you take the trouble to bring it here?
Don't I come to Dragonfly whenever I want to ride him? Then shouldn't I also come when he is hurt?
Princess, you really are such a noble, beautiful soul.
The broth is terrible. Didn't you put the salt and herbs like I asked you to? I must have forgotten. I am tired of your carelessness and your laziness. Tomorrow you will clean out the entire kitchen. And by that, I mean you will not only do the dishes, but you will scrub the floors and clean the stove. Got that? This is so unfair.
Don't cry, darling. I wish we were like that Princess Eliza. You know what? Let us become her. Let us take her place in the palace.
But that will require a really powerful spell, which only Mother can give us. And she will not agree to help us, ever.
I know just how to convince Mother. Think about it, Mother. If one of us becomes a princess, then all the gold we could bring you. If I become the princess, I could bring you a sack full of gold every week.
Struck by greed, the witch made a powerful spell.
Take this potion and...
The witch told her daughters how they were to use the potion on Princess Eliza. The next morning, the witches kept a lookout for the princess. And when Princess Eliza passed by the forest, they executed their plan. Once they had the princess in their custody, it was time to execute the master spell.
Princess Eliza, it is time to have a new home. Lost deep in the forest will you roam. You will no longer be welcome at the palace, because my daughter will have your face.
Ebola was about to drink the potion, but Dora quickly gobbled it up, for she wanted to become the princess.
Dora, this was my idea. I should have become the princess.
It might have been your idea, but I drank the potion first, and see, I look like the princess. No, I am Princess Eliza. What will you do with her?
She will wander in the forest. She will forget who she is. I need her to be really unhappy. And if she sheds tears and becomes sorry for herself, our spell will become permanent. If not, then the spell will wear off every full moon night, and you will become your real self.
I am not worried about it. Anyone who roams in the forest aimless, forgetting who she is, will feel really sorry for herself. This spell will be permanent.
By the time the dust storm settled, Dora had become Princess Eliza and had climbed on the horse. But often, animals know what we humans don't. Eliza's horse knew at once that this was not Princess Eliza, and he protested.
What is wrong with him?
Oh! Do something! This horse has gone mad. It will make me fall. Help me! I shall have this horse removed from the palace if he does not behave.
The soldiers and captain were shocked to see the gentle, kind, compassionate Princess Eliza behave so cruelly. Princess Eliza loved her horse. She would never treat him this way. They said nothing, telling themselves that the princess and the horse were probably upset because of the sudden storm.
Damn that horse! It gave me the fright of my life! What are you all staring at me for? My clothes are dirty, can't you see? Get me fresh ones and prepare a hot water bath for me. Go!
The servants did as they were told, but they could not understand what had come over their benevolent princess to speak to them this way. A few days passed by. And everyone in the palace was becoming increasingly uncomfortable about the sudden change that had come over their beloved princess. They wanted to tell the king, but they wondered how to convey this to him. One night,
Quiet! Quiet! I shall have you thrown in the dungeons if you don't keep quiet.
Ah, now you wouldn't be so unkind to your poor mother, would you?
Mother?
Make sure you come to the hut next week. It is the full moon night, and the princess has still not shed tears or felt sorry for herself.
What? How?
I cannot understand for the life of me. She is alone in a deep, dense forest. She remembers nothing of who she is. She hardly gets any food. She is tired and hungry. Then why is she not sad? I just don't understand.
well, of course the witches do not understand why Princess Eliza is not sad or sorry for herself. You see, this is the power of those who are kind and compassionate. No matter how much they suffer, they find joy in helping others. And the joy one gets by helping others is indestructible. That is why the princess was happy, even though she was alone, tired, and hungry in the forest.
Oh, a fruit, finally. You're hungry. Here. You want this? You want this? Take it and feed your family with it. Take. Ooh. Here.
And when a person is truly kind and helpful, nature takes care of them and ensures they never feel sad or alone.
I am so tired. What a beautiful call. Oh. This is such a beautiful forest. Oh, this is heaven.
Back in the palace, Dora was doing worse than ever as the princess.
What is this piece of rock doing in my jewelry box?
It is your favorite thing. You had found it in the river. You remember?
I do not like it anymore.
As time passed and Dora became meaner, everyone in the palace, including the king and queen, were certain that this person was not Princess Eliza. So the king went to see the most powerful sorcerer in the kingdom to find out what was wrong.
Sir, their majesties, the king and queen are here.
Oh. You are so young. I started learning early, Your Highness, and I learned from some of the greatest teachers. I know of your problem, and I request you to give me something that belonged to the princess and was very dear to her.
This piece of rock. She left it more than gold and jewels.
I see. This person is not Princess Eliza. She is a witch.
Where is my daughter?
Wandering in the forest.
I shall have this witch arrested and...
That won't be necessary, sir, as on the night of the full moon, which is barely 3 days away, this witch will become her own self. And that worries me.
Worries you?
The mother witch will do something to avoid being exposed, and if we do anything now to protect the princess, she will know that a sorcerer is watching, and she might hurt the princess even more. Let us wait and watch what she does to the princess and catch them unawares. Alamander was right. The mother witch was getting worried because the princess was not yet sad or sorry for herself. So she worked another spell, a terrible one.
If you cannot stop being happy, if your heart is so warm that you feel no fear or sorrow, then I shall change your heart, your entire being, to ice. Your heart that feels so warm and nice will now change to hard, solid ice. You won't be able to feel any happiness. Then my daughter will live like the princess.
The mother witch did not know the Alamander was watching. Alamander waited till it was almost full moon and then wandered deep into the forest, braving the snowstorm to reach the princess in the deep cave where she had been imprisoned. The moon was about to rise. Alamander cast a spell so powerful that it freed the princess and put the same spell on the witches. The princess was freed. My daughter! My lovely daughter! Our beloved princess! You're back!
Welcome back!
Welcome back, Princess Eliza! In all my travels and learning, I have never seen anyone who has survived such terrible odds because of her beautiful, loving, kind, and compassionate heart. I admire you, Princess.
That is so sweet. Thank you.
Well, we think that this was the moment when both Alamander and Princess Eliza started falling in love with each other. This was the beginning of their love story, but we mustn't forget that the witches were really powerful. Will they remain ice, or will they be able to free themselves and trouble Princess Eliza again?